Us for our mid-morning edition of Arirang News. I'm Mark Broom. Let's start with a look at the day's headlines. Senior-level delegations from the United States and North Korea could cross paths this weekend at the closing ceremony for the PyeongChang Winter Olympics. A bigwig general is coming from north of the border, while Ivanka Trump will be in town representing the US. Team Korea have their Golden Day hopes dashed in short-track speed skating at the PyeongChang Games. Both female skaters and the men's relay team take some unlucky tumbles, but the host nation adds a silver and a bronze. Up next, women's curling. Plus, once again, Japan repeats its false territorial claims to Korea's easternmost island of Dokdo. Denouncing it once again, the South Korean government lodges an official protest with Tokyo. So we're going to start with news that North Korea plans to send a high-level delegation to the closing ceremony of the PyeongChang Winter Olympics. No sister of the North Korean leader this time, but still a senior-level figure from within the regime. The South Korean government says it expects the delegation's participation to help advance the process of settling peace on the Korean peninsula. Our Ji Myung-gil has our top story.
North Korea has informed South Korea on Thursday that it will send an 8-member high-level delegation led by Kim Yong-chol, the vice chair of North Korea's ruling party's Central Committee, to attend the PyeongChang Winter Olympics closing ceremony. The delegation will also include Lee Sun-kwon, the head of the North Agency in charge of inter-Korean affairs, as well as 6 supporting staff. South Korea's Unification Ministry said the delegation will arrive in the south on February 25th, using the western land route for a 3-day visit. Seoul's Unification Ministry issued a statement saying the government thinks the visit of the North Korean delegation will help improve inter-Korean relations and represent a huge leap into the regime's denuclearization. The South Korean Presidential Office of Cheongwade said President Moon Jae-in will naturally meet with the North Korean delegation at the closing ceremony. A Cheongwade official also said President Moon could meet with the North Korean officials for formal talks later in the week over establishing peace and improving South-North ties. North Korea already sent a high-level delegation on February 9th for the opening ceremony of the PyeongChang Winter Olympics headed by Kim Yong-nam, Pyongyang's ceremonial head of state, and Kim Yo-jong, the younger sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Ji Myung-gil, Arirang News.
President Moon Jae-in will be hosting an official dinner tonight for Ivanka Trump at the presidential residence of Cheongwade. Daughter of US President Donald Trump, Ivanka serves as an advisor to the president and will arrive in Seoul on Friday afternoon as part of a US delegation to attend the closing ceremony of the PyeongChang Winter Olympics. That's happening on Sunday. Ivanka Trump and the rest of the delegation are expected to return to Washington on Monday. Now, attention is being drawn to whether Ivanka Trump will be carrying a message from her father on pending issues like possible talks between the US and North Korea. The meeting also comes at a time of mounting trade tension between Seoul and Washington over the Trump administration's safeguard measures against certain products made in South Korea. Now, Japan continues to make false claims over the sovereignty of Korea's easternmost island of Dokdo. In fact, Tokyo appears to be upping the ante with a slew of ceremonies and official events falsely claiming the island belongs to Japan. The South Korean government has lodged an official complaint with Tokyo. Our Park Jung-hong with the details.
A small city in Japan's Shimane Prefecture has been holding the so-called Takeshima Day ceremony every year since 2006, and this year was no exception. Takeshima is Japan's name for Dokdo. With a population of around 200,000 people, Matsue City celebrates the day to declare territorial sovereignty over Korea's easternmost island, based on the unilateral inclusion of the island by Japan as a local administrative district in 1905. For 6 years running, Tokyo has dispatched a senior-level government official to the event.
The Japanese government plans to resolve the Dokdo issue cold-headedly and peacefully under international law.
Outside the event hall, Korean community members staged a protest. At one point, a group of right-wing Japanese counter-protesters flocked to the site, almost leading to a physical clash. Seoul denounced Tokyo for sending a senior government official to the local event.
The South Korean government strongly protests Tokyo dispatching a high-level official to the Dokdo Day event hosted by a local government on February 22nd, and also its repeated unjustified claims that Dokdo is Japanese territory. The ministry urges Japan to abolish the annual event.
Seoul also demanded Tokyo stop laying claim to the easternmost islets that are South Korean territory historically, geographically, and under international law. It added that as a responsible nation, Japan should view history with humility and honesty. Beyond this local effort in claiming sovereignty over Dokdo, Japan's central government has been taking its own measures. Last month, it opened an exhibition hall in Tokyo featuring a compilation of distorted claims over Dokdo.
There's a slew of historical data and documents at home and abroad showing that Dokdo is Japanese territory.
Adding to the persistent and false claims, last week, for the first time ever, Tokyo formally specified Dokdo as Japanese territory in a new education guideline for high school textbooks. This measure awaits final confirmation. Park Jung-hong, Arirang News.
Now we're going to shift our focus to the unfolding crisis surrounding General Motors' decision to up sticks from its plant in Korea's western port city of Gunsan. The situation is piling more misery on Gunsan, that's already had its fair share of job losses after the world's biggest shipmaker packed up and left that city. We're going to see how local residents are handling the latest dark cloud to hang over the horizon. Our Shin Se-min reports.
It's a grim new reality for Gunsan. Many were already struggling, but now they're likely to go under if the U.S. auto giant makes good on its pullout decision. If a compromise is not reached with the South Korean government, the shutdown is projected to affect 50,000 people, including the 15,000 employees, first and second-tier suppliers, as well as their families and other residents in the small city on Korea's western coast. And 50,000 people accounts for a fifth of the city's 250,000 population. Gunsan has had a rough time of it of late, with Hyundai Heavy Industries shutting down its shipyard in the city just last year.
The GM facility accounts for nearly 6.5% of Jeollabuk-do province's economic output. Its departure would be even worse for this region than Hyundai leaving.
The bus drivers that ferry the GM workers to and from the factory say they are already looking for new jobs.
There's no way out. I have kids to support and debts to pay. I don't know what I'm going to do.
And it doesn't end there. This relatively small industrial town of Gunsan is racked with uncertainty over fears that the economy will turn south due to some thousands of workers at risk of losing their jobs. Nearby shops and restaurants that mostly cater to GM workers are either slashing their operating hours or even just closing altogether. The property market is in the doldrums as well. Newly built residential buildings sit vacant and have done so for weeks, months even. Responding to the crisis, President Moon Jae-in has ordered the government to designate Gunsan as an employment crisis area, calling for urgent measures to help local residents. The move comes as GM and government officials in Seoul continue to try and thrash out a deal to save the factory. However, the city of Gunsan, with its rundown buildings and empty streets, will need more than just a quick fix. The residents here are desperate for a long-term solution to help them overcome their economic woes. Shin Se-min, Arirang News.
Good morning, I'm Kim Mo-gyan from the News Center with the latest on the PyeongChang Winter Olympic Games. Let's first take a look at the highlights from Wednesday's action. There was hope that Day 13 of the 2018 PyeongChang Winter Olympics would be a golden day for Team Korea, But it didn't pan out that way. Anticipation that South Korea could win 3 more gold medals in speed skating on Thursday night ended in disappointment. Team Korea's best results at the Gangneung Ice Arena came in the 500-meter short track. Hwang Dae-han won the silver with a time of 39.854 seconds. His fellow South Korean Im Hyo-jun grabbed the bronze. And the star of the show was China's Woo Da-jing, who won the gold with a world record time of 39.584 seconds. However, it was the first time South Korea has won 2 medals at the same time in the 500-meter short track event. After a pretty good start to the events, thanks to Hwang and Im, a couple of unfortunate accidents ruined the rest of the night for the skaters and the millions of Koreans watching at home. In the women's 1,000-meter event, Choi Min-jung, the gold medal favorite, accidentally bumped into her teammate Shim Seok-hee, causing both to fall and crash into the safety padding. Choi would finish in 4th place, while Shim was penalized for impeding. The bad luck continued in the following 5,000-meter relay final. Im Hyo-jun fell midway through the 45-lap race, and the team was never able to recover, ending the race in 4th. Despite failing to win a gold medal on the final day of the short track competitions, the host nation still scooped 6 medals in the discipline, 3 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze, the most among all nations competing at the Games. South Korea's target of 8 gold, 4 silver, and 8 bronze, and a top 4 finish in this year's Winter Games won't happen, as they're currently 9th in the standings with 4 gold, 4 silver, and 3 bronze. On a happier note, one of the brightest and most impressive stories of the PyeongChang Olympics has been the South Korean women's curling team, dubbed the Garlic Girls. The team, led by their stone-faced skip Kim Eun-jung, will look to defeat Japan in Friday's semifinal, with the winner facing off against Sweden or Great Britain for the gold. South Korea only lost one of their 9 round-robin sessions. That was against Japan, so the pressure will be on. Tonight's semifinal starts just after 8 p.m. Korea time. The gold medal match will take place on Sunday at 9:05 a.m. Now let's take a closer look at what's ahead of us on the 14th day of the Olympics. The women's single figure skating event kicked off just a few minutes ago, and Korea's rising stars Choi Da-bin and Kim Han-il will take part. Expectations are high as 15-year-old Choi became the only Korean figure skater apart from Kim Yeona to have an Olympic top 10 finish for the short program. The short track events came to an end yesterday, but we can still look forward to several speed skating competitions on Friday. The men's 1,000-meter final is set to kick off at 7 p.m. tonight, and former Olympic champion Mo Tae-bum was scheduled to compete alongside Kim Tae-yoon and Jung Jae-ung, but because of an injury, 500-meter silver medalist Cha Min-gyu will take his place. And like I mentioned, the women's curling semifinal will be held at 8:05 p.m., where Team Korea will take on Japan, the only team to beat them during the preliminaries. Now let's wrap up by taking a look at the current medal standings. I'll be back again in our next newscast.
Now, the sporting action has been unforgettable at the PyeongChang Winter Olympics, but with Korea being Korea, the country also wanted to make sure the technology aspect of the Games was front and center as well. Our Lee Ji-won reports on how the 2018 Games are the most high-tech in history.
There's a constellation of LED lights in the night sky above PyeongChang's Medal Plaza. It's the record-breaking formation of more than 1,200 drones that stole the show at the opening ceremony of the PyeongChang Winter Olympics. Among the cutting-edge technologies used in the show is the 5th generation or 5G wireless network, newly introduced for the Games. 5G is around 100 times faster than its predecessor, transmitting massive amounts of data and enabling the creation of amazing new experiences. The Winter Olympics are showcasing high-end technologies like these and even integrating them into key visitor experiences to provide entertainment and convenience. Another cutting-edge technology visitors can enjoy at PyeongChang is a test ride in one of these autonomous fuel cell vehicles. The autonomous vehicle runs a course of 7 kilometers on the actual streets of PyeongChang, even successfully navigating the city's roundabouts. Researchers installed a total of 6 sensors all around the vehicle to help it detect obstacles, and they also programmed different scenarios into it so it'll know what to do when the time comes. Most people have never seen a fully autonomous vehicle on an actual road, so it's getting a lot of attention.
Unbelievable. Like, I really enjoy very much with this car. The car was like running very smooth and it's very comfortable, and it's going to be very challengeable for the forthcoming Olympics to introduce more technologies.
Technology has also been used to improve customer experience. The superstores, which sell Olympic memorabilia, have made the long checkout lines run faster through the use of wearable payment devices.
We made microtags embedded with dual interface NFC chips and antennas so they can be put into gloves, stickers, and pins. And this allows customers to pay by simply tapping the register.
It's the first time such technology has been made widely available for the public to purchase and use.
Paying by cash takes more time because we need to get our change, but paying with a wearable device only took me 5 seconds. It's cool and convenient.
These new technologies have not only made the 2018 Winter Games even more enjoyable, they're building a legacy for the PyeongChang Games as the ICT Olympics. 이지원, Arirang News, PyeongChang.
As you can see there, the Winter Olympics has made PyeongChang a huge draw for tourists from Korea and around the world, and it has put the normally sleepy town on the map and at the forefront of the world's attention, at least for a couple of weeks. And the influx of visitors and its time in the global spotlight is expected to bring in the big bucks over the months and years to come. Won Jong-hwan reports.
People from all over the world have been visiting the Olympic Park in PyeongChang, and a must-visit place inside the park is the Olympic Superstore, where PyeongChang Winter Olympics souvenirs and memorabilia are flying off the shelves. According to a report on Thursday by Lotte Department Store, an official licensed partner of PyeongChang 2018, sales of products including mascot dolls and souvenir badges are reaching nearly $700,000 every day. While the stores in the host cities PyeongChang and Gangneung welcome at least 55,000 people on average every day, Olympic fans can also stop by at over 50 official stores located across Korea, including the capital Seoul. Visitors to Lotte Department Store in Seoul can also grab some souvenirs of Winter Olympics at this pop-up store. And demand for some of the most popular souvenirs, these Sorang and Pandabi Olympic mascot dolls, is skyrocketing. The PyeongChang Winter Olympics is heading towards its end, but according to retailers, the economic benefits of the event won't stop anytime soon.
Olympic mascot dolls and souvenir badges are the most popular items for customers, and the sales of the store has increased by 6 to 7 times after the start of the Olympics.
However, revenue from Olympic souvenirs is just one of the many economic benefits originating PyeongChang 2018. The organizing committee has estimated last year that the economic impact of hosting the Winter Olympics is expected to top $28.2 billion over the next decade by fueling infrastructure construction and the local tourism industry. Moreover, the PyeongChang Winter Olympics is also being lauded for bringing some unique indirect benefits to the host nation.
The images of peace and Korea as a safe nation have improved through these Winter Olympics, thanks to the decision of fielding a joint inter-Korean women's ice hockey team. Also, as Korean athletes stand in the spotlight with each medal they win, the brand image of domestic companies sponsoring the athletes is bound to receive a major boost internationally.
But hosting the Olympic Games is not always synonymous with success and benefits. The Sochi Winter Olympics, for instance, has unfortunately become a symbol of Olympic extravagance and waste amid teething troubles at venues and hotels built virtually from scratch at the cost of more than $50 billion. The PyeongChang Winter Olympics and Paralympics came at a price of nearly $13 billion, but with careful and long-term planning, expectations are high that the quadrennial event will not only create a great economic momentum, but also open a new chapter in Korea. Won Jong-un, Arirang News.
Now we're going to take a look at stories making headlines around the world, and we're going to start in the United States. The country's largest gun lobby has launched a furious defense of weapons ownership as demands for stricter controls mount after last week's shocking school shooting in Florida. For more on this and other international news, let's turn to our Noah Adam. So Adam, just run us through what the head of the National Rifle Association had to say.
Well, Mark, NRA Chief Wayne Lapierre told a Conservative conference Thursday that Democratic elites were pushing what he called a socialist agenda to deprive gun owners of their weapons. He mentioned a few of them by name and said they were taking away gun owners' rights to bear arms as stated in the Second Amendment.
They hate the NRA. They hate the Second Amendment. They hate individual freedom. The elites don't care not one whit about America's school system and school children. If they truly cared, what they would do is they would protect them. For them, it's not a safety issue, it's a political issue.
He also echoed President Trump's call to arm teachers to prevent school shootings. He portrayed the NRA as the true protector of the country's school children and even offered free training to those who want to bear arms to protect schools. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer condemned Lapierre's remarks and said the NRA was, quote, once again spewing pathetic, out-of-touch ideas, blaming everything but guns. Lapierre's comments came just a day after survivors of the Parkland shooting faced lawmakers in a CNN debate and also President Trump at the White House. The NRA is a politically influential lobby group that endorsed Trump for president in 2016 and has close ties to conservative Republicans. Meanwhile, the governors of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut and Rhode Island have teamed up to fight gun violence because they said the federal government isn't. They announced plans to create States for Gun Safety, a group of state law enforcement officials who will share intelligence, study gun violence and form a task force to intercept illegal guns. The International Atomic Energy Agency says Iran remains in compliance with the 2015 nuclear accord signed with 6 world powers. The quarterly report by the UN nuclear watchdog said the country was sticking to key requirements such as the number of uranium centrifuges and stockpiles. President Trump has threatened to pull out of the agreement, taking issue with its 2026 expiration date and that it does not cover Iran's ballistic missile program. He has urged European allies to come up with a follow-up accord, but Iran has insisted it is adhering to the deal and that its nuclear program is strictly for power generation purposes. The IAEA report also stated that Tehran had informed the agency of a decision to construct naval nuclear propulsion in the future. The agency has requested design information from Iran and is waiting for a response. Russia's foreign minister says Moscow will consider supporting a UN Security Council resolution calling for a ceasefire in Syria. However, Sergei Lavrov said the backing will only come if the resolution does not cover the Islamic State group and al-Qaeda-linked terrorists that are targeting civilians in Damascus. His comments came as the UNSC delayed a vote on a draft resolution demanding a 30-day pause in fighting in eastern Ghouta to allow deliveries of humanitarian aid. Russia, a veto-wielding UNSC member, has presented amendments to the draft resolution made by Sweden and Kuwait. It added that rebel-held regions should also be condemned for what it called relentless shelling of Syria's capital.
Good morning. The capital area had winter wonderland again this morning, so we had quite a view here and there. But snow is melting rapidly thanks to the sunshine and mild temperatures. In fact, heavy snow alerts in parts of Gangwon-do province have all lifted, while dryness has eased in the capital with plenty of sunshine in the forecast. So by the afternoon, most parts will see highs jumping nearly 10 degrees higher than the lows, and and Seoul will get up to 10 degrees Celsius, while Daegu and Busan will make it to 12 degrees this afternoon. But expect to have high levels of fine dust across much of the country starting this afternoon. The outlook is looking promising for the time being, with no precipitation in the forecast for Seoul. PyeongChang also had a blanket of snow this morning, but we'll see more sunshine later and relatively mild temperatures today and into the weekend. That's Korea for you, and here's international weather for viewers around the world.
Well, that's all the news we have for now. Our next bulletin is coming up at noon Korea time. So until then, goodbye.
Don't hold back. Conquer challenges. Draw a brighter world. The next Korea Generation Y.
저는 가방끈이 남들보다 조금 짧은 편이에요. 아버지가 일하던 인쇄 공장의 상황이 조금 안 좋아져가지고요. 인건비라도 줄이자는 생각으로 고등학교를 중퇴하고 공장에서 일을 하게 되었습니다.
While working at the printing plant, Seung-yeon came up with the idea of adding a design division to the workforce. That's how he started his package design business.
너무 힘들었어요. 처음에는 사람이 저 혼자뿐이다 보니까 낮에는 디자인하고 미팅하고 밤에는 공장 일을 하다 보니까 이틀에 한 번씩밖에 잠을 잘 수가 없던 거죠. 창업은 절대 혼자 성공할 수 없어요. 함께 사업을 추진하고 도전할 수 있는 사람이 있어야 성공할 수 있습니다.
The key to his success was working with people sharing the same goal and helping each other in the process.
아이디어는 10원짜리예요. 아무리 좋은 사업 아이디어가 있어도 실행하지 않으면 아무 일도 일어나지 않거든요. 아이디어를 실현시키기 위한 행동력이 가장 중요하고요. 나는 청춘을 디자인하는 대한민국 20대다.
The next Korea Generation Y.
K-beauty charms the world. Beyond Asia to Europe and America, winning the hearts of women worldwide.
我用下来面膜其实是比其他面膜厚一点的，但它补水效果还是蛮好的。对，贴在脸上蛮舒服的。
Very surprised because I didn't know there were so many products in Korea. I feel the variety of products is unbelievable, and we have a large array of colors, of textures, and it's very nice.
I like it. It's very nice. It's good quality. Korean beauty products are really good, I think. Especially the ones for skin.
Korean products are really popular and really cool. Like in France now, there is many boutiques sell Korean products, and many people want to buy Korean cosmetic too.
K-beauty is growing fast with the popularity of Hallyu.
Korean drama is popular, so they love Korean cosmetics. They're natural and some are colorful too. They vary from years that we see in the movies and dramas, so we're really amazed by their artistic style.
Constantly evolving K-beauty leads the global beauty trend. Your beauty, Global beauty begins in Korea now. Arirang.
Hello, I'm Ki Kim, and this is Globetrotters, where we bring you stories of Koreans and others all over the world. So let's take another trip for another fascinating story. Chinese food is one of the most popular cuisines in the world, having impressive presence everywhere you go. In addition to its rich history, Chinese cuisine is also known for its sheer diversity, stemming from the vast regional varieties and the use of a wide range of ingredients. Kim Min-chul, an aspiring chef, decided to take a trip to China, a foodie's paradise, specifically to learn about Sichuan cuisine, which is one of the 4 major cuisines in China. So let's follow him all the way to Chungju in Sichuan province.
Min-chul has discovered the shortcomings of his food. He visited a restaurant that he learned about through word of mouth. Located in downtown Sichuan, this restaurant specializing in Sichuan cuisine has more than 30 branch stores across China. This place is very popular among locals because in addition to trying authentic Sichuan cuisine, they can also watch the traditional Sichuan opera. It's a place where the beauty and taste of Sichuan live and breathe. Min-chul wants to learn how to cook authentic Sichuan cuisine here.
你好, 你好. 제가 한국에서 사천 요리를 공부하러 왔거든요. 추수장.
厨师长.
추수장 在吗?
在.
在?
对,厨师长在. 不行.
그러니까 제가 요리를 배우러 왔어요.
行行, 那您稍等一下, 我去看一下.
Okay.
好.
Please.
Min-chul will not give up easily. He waits for her to return. After a while, the executive chef shows up. This man is highly reputed as a master of Sichuan cuisine with 20 years of experience. He leads a team of 50 workers and determines the taste of all the dishes served at this restaurant. Will he grant Min-chul his request?
4,000 전빵. 주수장이 제 최고라고 듣고 왔거든요. 두띠.
这个我们平时一般不收的，不收徒弟的。
안 된다고요?
不收的。
안 된다. 우리는 제자를 받지 않는다. 딱 이러시니까 되게 답답했어요. 안 되면 어떡하지?
Desperate to learn Sichuan cuisine, Min-chul decides to give up his manly dignity.
这样，你先给我示范一下。
칼질?
对，示范一下。
칼질도 할 수 있어. 칼질도.
可以啊。
예.
可以。行，来，先跟着我，先示范一下。
谢谢。
Min-chul gets a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If he passes the knife test, he can become the chef's apprentice. The chef shows him how to do it first. Min-chul slices ingredients with a heavy Chinese knife for the first time. It's not easy, but he does his best. Min-chul passes the first test. This time, he must fillet a fish.
생선을 이 칼로 해보긴 처음이라 잘 될지 모르겠네.
Seeing Min-chul trying to figure out how to trim the fish, the chef shows him an example. The key point is to fillet the fish using only a knife without leaving any bloodstains. The final test is handling the Chinese frying pan wok.
보는 순간 망했다. 웍을 잡아본 적도 없는데 시험을 봐야 되니까 이걸 내가 어떻게 해야 되지?
Min-chul looks perplexed. After watching him for a while, the chef stops him. Will Min-chul be able to become the chef's apprentice?
我们是不收徒弟的，但是我觉得，既然你想学川菜，我们就必须要满足你的愿望。
진짜요? 원래 제자를 안 받는데 받아주신다고 하시니까 너무 감사했고 제가 이제 제대로 사촌 요리를 배워볼 수 있는 기회를 주셔서 너무너무 감사했어요.
Min-cheol did get to show his impressive skills with the knife, but unfortunately that was not the case when it came to the wok. Well, at least the master chef of Sichuan cuisine took him under his wing, so will Min-cheol be able to master the wok skills under his guidance? Let's follow his journey as a junior member of the kitchen staff.
The staff in the kitchen is busy preparing lunch. Min-cheol helps to prepare the ingredients so that it's easier for the chefs to cook.
진짜 얇은데 이거? 이 칼로
After yesterday's test, Min-cheol feels more confident using the knife. Min-cheol's knife skills are on par with those of his senior colleague. The executive chef watches Min-cheol from afar. Although Min-cheol shreds the ingredients well, he is not fast enough. He must finish his job before lunchtime. Min-cheol persistently cuts the potatoes. Finally, there are no more potatoes to shred. But that's not all.
이거 다 자르라고?
要坚持就是胜利，要坚持好好把它完成，这样可以锻炼自己。继续啊。OK。
After a short moment of grumbling, Min-cheol gets back to work with a serious attitude. The leading cook suddenly calls Min-cheol. He takes him to a kitchen counter with a stove. To Min-cheol's surprise, he says he will show him how to hold a wok right. It usually takes the youngest staff members a year and a half before they're allowed to use a wok, but Min-cheol got to do it in just one day. It's no exaggeration to say that Chinese cuisine begins and ends with a wok. No matter how good your knife skills are, they are useless if you cannot handle a wok right. Min-cheol learns the right posture and grabs the wok, but it looks more like throwing away the rice than frying it. Cooking food using a heavy wok proves to be a big challenge. The key point is shaking the wok back and forth, as if dancing. Min-cheol gives it another try, but he cannot get the hang of it. Just then, he finally begins to master it, step by step. His skills look clearly better than just a few moments ago.
이제 어느 정도 감은 와가지고 할 수는 있는데 왼손에 힘을 길러야 될 거야, 힘을.
Even the rudimentary tasks and the use of the wok are anything but easy, but it seems like the head chef was impressed by how dedicated Min-cheol was, because he decided to impart his knowledge and skills. So let's see which Sichuan dish Min-cheol got to make.
The executive chef takes Min-cheol somewhere. The Sichuan-style stir-fried beef is made with tender beef, vegetables, and a spicy pepper sauce. There are a few things to keep in mind when making this dish. First, the beef is marinated with soy sauce and salt. It is to prevent it from burning in a hot pan. Then it is deep fried at 200 degrees within 1 minute to keep the meat juicy. The next step is frying the beef with vegetables in a wok quickly before they become too soft. Handling the wok right is essential to preserve the original flavors of the ingredients.
씹었을 때 육즙이 살아있거든요. 이게 보통 이렇게 센 불에 요리를 하면은 되게 마르기가 쉬운데.
It's Min-cheol's turn to try. The spicy aroma of the peppers irritates his nose. Min-cheol finishes his first Sichuan dish. Feeling nervous, he presents it to his mentor.
油温不能太高，温度不能太高了，控制在200度，下去不到50秒左右就可以起锅。
The other chefs taste Min-cheol's dish.
就这个肉的有点焦了，就是油温的时候下到有点高了，油温高了，不是差一点，有点淡，淡一点。
무게는 똑같은데 완전 다르네요. 이게 질겨요, 질겨.
有点老。还要熟练，因为我看你翻得很生硬，真的生硬，应该是关节很活的。
고기를 골고루 먼저 양념을 해두고.
This time, Min-cheol must adjust the temperature of the pan properly. He finishes his second dish.
火大了，你看嘛，辣椒都焦了，放香油了吗？
아까 참기름 넣었는데.
注意，火不能太大了。 看你的东西，尝一下，尝尝。
After trying his dish, Min-cheol realizes what went wrong.
所以我下来多练。
똑같습니다.
多练一下。刚才记住，刚才那个火候没掌握好，记住要多练习一下啊。可以，好了。
Min-cheol receives a strict order. He is disconcerted to see his mentor so angry.
I just froze when I saw the head chef's face because he looked quite infuriated. Can't imagine how Min-cheol must have felt. Well, it's not going to be all roses when you try to become a master chef, right? So, aren't you curious as to whether he got to master the wok skills and finally present a perfect stir-fried beef dish in Sichuan style? Then, stay tuned to find out.
The decisive moment has come.
可以，你马上坐一下，把这先坐下。好，
이제 때가 왔구나. 근데 셰프님 혼자 안 오시고 같이 오시니까 이 압박감이 되게 강해서 더 긴장됐어요.
Min-cheol receives his final chance. So far, all his attempts to cook stir-fried beef right have ended in failure. Will Min-cheol succeed this time? Min-cheol presents his final dish. Min-cheol is overridden with anxiety.
我觉得今天这一份啊，做的是最成功的一份，也学得不错，我觉得已经成功了，鼓励一下啊，做得很好了啊，欢迎一下。
Min-cheol finally made it.
그냥 너무 좋아서 뭐라고 말로 표현할 수 없을 정도로 지금 해냈다. 와 진짜 자랑스러워요.
谢谢。这2天我看你观察你的工作的流程，我觉得挺辛苦的。 相信你，只要你这样努力下去，你会成为一名优秀的厨师的。谢谢。
The executive chef reciprocates with a hat that only the best master craftsman chefs are entitled to wear. This present is an encouragement for Min-chul to never give up on his passion for cooking even in the face of adversity.
저의 최종적인 꿈은 요리를 배우러 전 세계를 돌면서 그 나라의 문화와 음식을 배워서 요리로서 사람들을 행복하게 해주는 게 저의 꿈이거든요. 그래서 이번 중국 도전을 통해서 저의 꿈이 시작됐다고 생각하고 앞으로도 끝없는 도전을 할 겁니다.
It is now time for a segment where we get to explore all the beautiful places in Korea, from the well-known tourist attractions to the hidden spots and the back alleys. Today, I'll take you to a place where you can enjoy the beautiful sea and mountains, as well as hot springs. So let's head to Ulsan in Gyeongsangbuk-do province right now.
Where will we get to visit today?
오늘의 여행지는 바로 아름다운 바다가 있는 곳! 이곳은 울진입니다!
It's a popular travel destination in winter. Get ready to climb Ungbonsan Mountain. Learn all there's to know about nuclear power and taste the flavors of Ulsan at the port of Chukbyeon. So let's head over to Ulsan, Gyeongsangbuk-do province right now. Ulsan is famous for its pristine natural environment. Our first stop is Ungbonsan Mountain. Why would we hike a mountain in the middle of winter, you ask? Well, there's a good reason, don't worry.
저기 올라가면 따뜻한 게 있어요.
아, 예. 한번 맛보면 잊을 수 없죠. 좋습니다.
Aren't you curious as to what this mountain has to offer?
와, 지금 엄청 이른 시간인데도 불구하고 사람들이 엄청 많이 오셨거든요. 이곳에 도대체 뭐가 숨어 있길래 이렇게 많은 사람들이 이 추운 겨울에 등산을 하러 오시는지 직접 보겠습니다. 저랑 같이 가시죠.
There are numerous spectacles to leave hikers breathless, including the miniatures of the famous bridges from around the world and Seonyeotang, where, according to legend, fairies from heaven danced and played music.
그림이다, 그림!
There's also the Yongso Falls, from which the Imugi ascended into the heavens, but none of these are the main attraction of the mountain.
한 20분?
20분?
Abigail tried to gather her strength, but hiking in winter is definitely not easy.
도대체 어디까지 가야 되는 건가? 저기 갑니다. 저기 도착했어. 우후!
We finally arrived at the must-visit place. It's one town where visitors can enjoy a foot bath for free and allow their tired feet to rest a while.
거의 내려오는 길에 이렇게 따뜻한 온천수에 발을 담그니까 너무 좋아요. 피로가 싹 풀리고 너무 좋은 것 같아요.
This is the only place in Korea where hot spring water spurts out even without drilling a hole. The water temperature is maintained around 42 degrees Celsius all year long.
이런 조격할 수 있다는 공간이 있다는 게 정말 등산객에게 최고의 선물인 것 같아요.
There's something else that hikers on Ungbonsan Mountain can look forward to as well. It's enjoying the hot spring to the fullest right below Ungbonsan Mountain.
와, 이렇게 추운 날에 온천이 최고죠. 좋아.
It's the perfect paradise in winter where you can relax in hot water and choose from diverse baths of varying colors and scents.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
지금 보니까 애기가 신나게 놀고 있는데 온천 좋아하나 봐요?
네, 뜨거운 물이라서 무서워할 줄 알았는데 그렇지도 않고 따뜻하고 겨울에 오기 딱 좋은 것 같습니다.
그렇죠.
네.
겨울에 또 이 온천을 선택하시는 이유가 있으실 것 같은데.
일단 따뜻하니까. 저희가 또 10대 얼굴로 돌아갈 수 있을 것 같아서 너무.
오, 좋아요.
Relaxing in the hot spring is the best part of climbing Ungbonsan Mountain.
등산을 하면서 몸에 있는 열 이런 것도 식히고 조격도 하고 그리고 끝나고 여기 와서 이렇게 온천까지 즐길 수 있으니까 진짜 몸이 제대로 힐링하는 느낌입니다.
Let's now head over to the PR center of Hanul Nuclear Power Plant.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 저는요 여기 울진에 이 원자력과 관련되어 있는 곳이 있는지 몰랐거든요.
아, 여기 울진은요, 우리나라에 고리, 월성, 세울, 그리고 한빛 이렇게 5개 다른 원자력 발전소가 있는 곳 중 한 곳입니다. 우리가 전기를 안정적으로 생산하고 공급한다는 것을 알려주기 위해서 홍보관을 운영하고 있어요.
Anyone can visit this place after making a tour appointment in advance. There's something that caught Abigail's attention, and it's the model of a nuclear reactor.
실제 크기보다 3분의 1이나 작게 만들어 놓은 거고요.
그럼 이것보다 3배 더 크다는
네,
얘기예요?
맞아요. 3배나 큰 게 실제 설비의 크기라고 생각을 하시면 됩니다. 원자로 안에 들어있는 연료가 핵 분열을 발생을 시키면 그때 아주 뜨거운 열이 발생되게 되거든요. 그 열에 의해서 물이 뜨거워져요. 그럼 뜨거워진 물이 증기 발생기로 보내지게 되고 바깥쪽에 위치하고 있는 물과 안쪽의 물이 간접적으로 열교환을 하면서 수증기가 생산이 되는 거예요.
The generated steam moves into the turbine building to produce electrical power.
증기 발생기에서 우리가 수증기를 생산을 했잖아요. 그러면 수증기가 여기 있는 터빈들을 통과하면서 터빈 날개가 빠르게 돌아가고 그 구동력에 의해서 끝에 있는 발전기가 돌아가면서 우리가 가정에서 사용하는 전기가 생산이 되는 겁니다.
It's much easier to understand seeing what's going on with your own eyes, right?
앞에 보이나요? 내부 철판 같은 거 보이나요? 이 철판이 6mm 내부 철판이 4번째 방호벽이고요. 여기서부터 여기까지가 120cm 철근과 콘크리트로 이루어져 있습니다.
How strong is the external wall built with thick steel plates and reinforced concrete? A collision test video shows that it can even withstand an airplane crash. Isn't that incredible?
요즘 사람들이 많이 지진도 오고 하다 보니까 원자력은 어떡하지? 안전할까? 걱정들 많이 하시잖아요.
네, 지진이 발생되면 원자로를 안전하게 멈출 수 있도록 내진 설계가 되어져 있고 현재 운영 중인 원전에 대해서는 리터 규모 6.5 그리고 새로 짓는 원전에 대해서는 리터 규모 7.0까지 내진 설계가 되어져 있습니다.
There's a place where the radioactivity is monitored around the clock. So, is this safe for us to be here?
지금 보시면 실제 나오고 있는 이 수치들이 우리가 그냥 일상 발전소가 위치하지 않은 다른 지역에서 나오는 자연 방사선의 수치와 동일하다는 것을 또 확인하실 수 있으세요.
와, 안전하네요.
Abigail wrapped up the tour with a photo at the photo zone. What a great chance to learn more about nuclear power plants and create wonderful memories. The last bat we'll hit in Ulsan is a place where we can enjoy delicious food and a breathtaking view of the East Sea at the same time. It's the port of Ulsan, and it's a place that's rising in popularity.
딱 이곳에 오면 울진의 명물을 만날 수 있다고 했는데 그게 어디에 있을까요? 여기! 바로 여기 하트!
See the heart shape sculpted naturally by the waves? It's quite amazing.
아는 사람 지인들이 오면은 구경을 꼭 시켜준다고.
여보, 영원히 사랑해.
사랑합니다.
We suggest that you visit this romantic place with your significant other. Now let's go try some of the dishes that the port of Chukbyeon is famous for.
사장님!
예.
안녕하세요.
예, 안녕하세요.
여기 울진에서요.
예.
문어 볶음하고
예.
또 물곰국 그거 맛있다고 하던데 물곰이 뭔가요?
물곰이 이겁니다.
이거요?
예, 보여드릴게요.
와! 오 마이
자,
갓!
이놈이 물곰입니다.
이게 물곰이에요?
예.
It may not be the most beautiful creature in the world, but it tastes absolutely fantastic.
진짜 먹어보니까 정말 시원하고 너무 맛있어요.
Once you have a bite of the Murray soup, you'll keep going back for more. Another must-have dish is octopus, which is currently in season.
요즘 아주 맛있는 철이에요. 11월 달부터 내년 4월 달까지 제일 제철인데 요즘이 제일 맛있습니다.
Are you ready for a table full of delicacies of Chukbyeon?
준비됐나요? 준비됐어요. 여러분, 울진의 맛을 볼 준비 되셨습니까? 오늘의 주인공은 바로 이 녀석, 물곰국과 문어 볶음입니다. 정말 맛이 있겠죠?
Here's spicy stir-fried octopus made with plump and juicy octopus. Well, how does it taste, Abigail?
와, 진짜 맛있다. 매우면서도 탱탱하고 약간 달콤한 그 맛이 있네요. 조금만 비벼 먹자. 와, 너무너무 맛있을 것 같아.
Abigail is a true foodie. What a great way to eat spicy stir-fried octopus.
매운데 계속해서 먹게 되네요. 그렇게 탄생했습니다. 새로운 밥도둑으로 임명하였습니다. 바로 문어 볶음. 와.
After eating spicy food, it's nice to soothe the stomach with refreshing soup like Murray soup. So how is it, Abigail?
잘 숙성되는 이 김치가 이 물곰에 만나는 그 맛. 정말 맛있는 것 같아요. 시원하고 해장까지 되고 소화도 잘 되는 이 물곰국. 여러분, 맛이 궁금하시면 울진으로 오시면 됩니다.
Unwinding the hot spring and eating freshly caught seafood. That is the ultimate trip that everyone dreams of. I wish I could be there. And that's all we had in store for you today on Globetrotters. I'll be back again next week with more heartwarming and interesting stories. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
K-Beauty Talk.
놀랍죠? 세계가 열광하고 있으니까 대단한 일이에요. 이렇게 핫해질 줄은 몰랐거든요.
Innovative products capturing the hearts of women. K-Beauty attracts global fans.
글로벌 트렌드 같은 경우 세미 매트한 피부표현을 강조한 컨투어링 메이크업이라고 할 수 있어요.
Global beauty trend. Contouring.
K-뷰티는 무결점 피부 표현이죠. 잡티가 없는 정말 매끈한 베이스로 자연스러운 피부를 연출하는 거예요.
Neutral eye makeup. Two-tone gradation lip. K-Beauty makeup. Natural. K-Beauty, the cutting edge of beauty. Arirang.
덕철 파이팅.
스쿼트 같이 아무런 눈에 콩깍지 셔츠 하이술증에 힘과 셔츠 사람야 천사야 옷이 셔츠 눈부셔 선글라스 정신이 망신야 홀렸어 내게 비관적으로 또 쏠렸어 내게 위험해 you're so dangerous baby 살려줘 baby 영차 blow baby 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 지금처럼만 아름다워줄래 넌 시간이 지나도 내가 설렐 수 있게 wow, wow. baby baby 넌 시들지 마 이기적인 날 위해 그 모습 그대로 넌 그대로여야만 해 사슴같이 예쁜 너 나의 princess 나를 보고 비교는 게 너무 시크해 미친 거 아닐까 자유미인 특이해 내게 완벽한 그대여 나의 뮤직 우리 둘이 편해 완전 살찌네 너와 몸이 완전 탁탁 감기네 영원히 넌 25이야 내게 변치 않아 baby oh party oh baby 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 지금처럼만 아름다워줄래 넌 시간이 지나도 내가 설렐 수 있게 wow, wow. baby baby 넌 시들지 마 이기적인 날 위해 그 모습 그대로 넌 그대로여야만 해 난 예쁜 꽃을 든 남자 모두 네가 사랑할 너란 꽃을 든 남자 그대 향기에 취해 난 또 몽롱해지고 꺾이지 말아주어 제발 너만 Everybody everybody 찹쌀떡 뭐라고 찹쌀떡 누구 우리 궁합에 우리 궁합에 한번 더 찹쌀떡 가래떡 말고 찹쌀떡 찹쌀떡 궁합에 우리 궁합에 감사합니다.
저 워터 한 잔만 마시겠습니다. 그런 말 더 크게 해주세요.
소개 한번 간단히 해볼까요?
네, 저는 장중혁의 장이고요.
저는 강덕인의 덕입니다.
예, 저는 임철의 철입니다. 그래서 저희는
덕철입니다. 반갑습니다.
여러분들이 많은 함성 소리 때문에 인이어를 타고 이렇게 소리가 들어와요. 그래서 너무 좋아요. 좋습니다.
네. 다음 곡 준비한 거 저희가 바로 또 해보도록 하겠습니다. 저희 두 번째 싱글인 곡이고요. 베베를 부른 다음에 이걸 부르기가 좀 힘들긴 한데 읽지 못한 편지라는 노래 불러드리도록 하겠습니다. 아직도 믿지 못할 것 같아 네가 내 곁에 없다는 것을 내 주변은 너 하나 빼고 다 그대로인데 넌 어디에 있니 그곳은 좀 어떠니 편하니 잘 지냈으면 좋겠다 나갈 때까지 평생을 같이 있어준다 했잖아 아직 못해준 게 너무도 많은데 너 없는 나를 살아갈 자신
좀 어떠니 편하니 잘 지냈으면 좋겠다 나갈 때까지 평생을 같이 있어준다 했잖아 아직 못해준 게 너무 두 많은데 너 없는 나는 살아갈 자신이 없는데 제발 꿈이라고 내게 말해줘 평생을 같이 있어준다 했잖아 아직 못해준 게 너무나 많잖아
감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Say ho. Say ho. ho. Say 장덕철. 사랑해. 나도. 저희가 이쯤 되면 하는 순서가 있죠. 장덕철의 무엇이든
불러줄게요.
파람파람팜팜 손을 들고 말씀해 주시면 저희가 네 여성분
짙어져.
아 짙어져. 짙어져 혹시 아세요?
절대 모르죠.
짙어져 혹시 아세요?
잘 모르겠습니다.
하나 둘 셋
패스. 이쪽에서 한번 불러주세요.
네네네. 아, 선물.
네.
멜로망스 선물 말씀하시는 거죠? 아이고 다행이다.
네. 답은 정하겠습니다.
너에게만인가요? 나에게만인가요? 반주 돼요?
실력
후렴으로 가.
후렴.
나에게만 준비된 선물 같아 자그만 모든 게 커져만 가 항상 평범했던 일상도 특별해지는 이 순간
다행이다. 가사 틀릴 뻔했다. 이런 식이에요?
이런 식으로.
네네. 아 존니. 그
존니.
윤종신 존니 말씀.
존니 돼요?
다시 갈게요.
네.
존이 사랑해서 사랑을 시작할 때 네가 얼마나 예쁜지 모르지 그 모습을 아직도 못 잊어 헤어지지 못해 네 소식 들린 날은 더 좋으니 그 사랑 솔직히 견디긴 버거워 너도 나처럼 힘들면 좋겠어 진짜 조금 내 10분의 1만이라도 행복해져
좋네요.
네 어디요? 뒤에 분데. 꿈이요? 그것도 샌리스트에 있으니까 조금만 기다려주세요. 다음 노래는 저희 장덕철의 노래 중에 세 번째로 발매한 곡이고요. 요새 여기 보니까 20대 분들이 많으신 것 같아요. 네, 저희가 꿈이라는 노래 불러드리도록 하겠습니다. 꿈이라는 노래는 어떤 꿈을 같이 꾸자 이렇게 긍정적인 그런 내용보다도 그래서 우리 같이 의지하자는 취지로 만들어진 곡이니까 네, 불러드리도록 하겠습니다.
어릴 적만 이 나이가 되면 꿈은 이뤄질 줄 지나가고 너 보아 기다리던 나의 봄은 어디 갔을까 어느새 가을 끝이 찾아오고 무너지는 꽃들 같이 나의 맘을 점점 깊게 멍들어가고 저물지 않을 나의 꿈들이 점점 그늘져가고 흩날리는 저 꽃들처럼 저 하늘을 향해 날아가 하루하루 더 지나가고 너무 보아 기다리던 나의 봄은 찾아왔을까 어느새 가을 끝이 찾아오고 부서지는 꽃들 같이 나의 맘을 점점 깊게 끌려가고 너무 커다란 나의 꿈들이 점점 작아져가고 흩날리는 저 꽃들처럼 저 하늘 위를 향해 날아가 차가운 바람이 불어오면 어린 맘의 꿈은 어느새 가을 끝이 찾아오고 무너지는 꽃들 같이 나의 맘을 점점 깊게 멍들어가고 점점 그늘져가고 흩날리는 저 꽃들처럼 저 하늘 위를 향해
감사합니다.
네. 저희 괜찮아 보이나요?
그런 질문도 많이 받는데 왜 스탠드를 쓰냐 그래 분들이 많아요 저한테만. 멋있어 보이려 그러는 건 아니고 저 무대 공포증 같은 게 좀 있어가지고 제가 이렇게 마이크를 대면 손을 좀 떨어서 그렇습니다.
그래서 저희가 준비한 순서가 있죠. 또.
정덕철의
성대모사 시간?
파란파란판판 스팸. 제가 봤을 때 오늘 여기 계신 관객분들이 굉장히 착하신 것 같아요. 그래서
저희 팀의 성대모사 머신.
저는 범죄도시 한번 따라해보도록 하겠습니다.
그래서 처음 듣는 거.
범죄도시에서 마동석이 장이수파를 갔어요. 독사파이가 칼을 맞아서 장이수파를 딱 가서 탁자를 딱 치잖아요. 그러면 걔가 딱 올라와서 하는 대사가 있어요. 네, 아닙니다. 우리 정아들이 시키지도 않으지 대학입니다. 나 그 룸사롱 근처 가지도 않는데 쿵쿵 떠.
쿵쿵 따 밀고 있는 유행어인데.
네, 요새 유행어예요. 뭐 할 말 없고 민망하면 쿵쿵 따.
네, 저희 처음 들었어요. 오늘.
누구라고 말은 안 하는데 관객 중 한 명 중에 남성분이에요. 네, 남성분이 계속 표정이 어떠시냐면 제가 뭐를 하잖아요. 그럼 표정이 계속
슈퍼스타계 심사위원인 줄.
무서워서 지금 눈을 못 마주치고 있습니다.
네.
저희가 어느덧 마지막 곡이 나왔어요. 정말 여러분과 함께할 시간 들었죠. 그래서 다음 노래는 최근 곡이죠. 저희가 처음으로 1위를 한 곡이고, 네. 그날처럼. 이건 여러분 다 아시죠? 그래서 여러분이 저희를 한번 감동시켜 주셨으면 좋겠어요. 다 같이 한번 불러보는 걸로 도와주실 거죠? 참 많은 시간이 흘러가고 난 어떻게 사는지 참 궁금해. 날 걱정하는 사람들에겐 다 잊었다. 거짓말하는 내가 참 미운 날. 아름다운 이별은 세상에 없다지만 그때 내가 조금 더 너를 편하게 보내줬다면 다른 사람 또 만나 행복할 리가 가끔은 내 생각할 때의 제 표정이 참 궁금해. 날 보는 내 눈이 좋아서 얼굴 붉히며던 정피던 아름답던 그날처럼 좋은 사람 만나 사랑받고 너도 이젠 웃을 수 있길. 찬란했던 우리 그날처럼. 비어있는 지갑에 음식점을 서성이면 월급날이 하며 손잡아 이끌어주던 10,000원짜리 콜플레 고맙다며 펑펑 울던 과분한 네 사랑 받을 사람 참 부러워. 날 보는 내 눈이 좋아서 얼굴 붉히며던 정피던 아름답던 그날처럼 좋은 사람 만나 사랑받고 너도 이젠 웃을 수 있길. 찬란했던 우리 그날처럼. 문득 들려오는 너의 소식에 가끔씩은 혼자 울 수 있게. 끝까지 이기적인 내가 이젠 나 없이도 괜찮다. 너에게 듣고 싶던 말. 좋은 사람 만나 미안해. 다시 돌아갈 순 없지만 아름답던 우리 그날.
감사합니다. 지금까지
감사합니다.
장덕철이었습니다.
저희가 정말 준비한 게 하나도 있어요.
네.
여러분이 있어서 저희가 잘된 만큼 더 좋은 음악으로 보답드리려고 노력하겠습니다. 다음 노래는 저희 처음
예.
데뷔곡이고요. 그때 우리로라는 노래 마지막으로 하고 저희는 이만 물러나도록 하겠습니다.
네.
지금까지 저희는 장덕철이었고요. 작년 이맘때였지 아마 서로 상처만 남기고 헤어진 잊을 때도 된 것 같은데 아직도 네 생각을 해 함께했던 추억들이 떠올라서 눈 감으면 자꾸만 생각나고 시간이 지나면 잊혀질까 그것조차 못하는데 너와 걷던 길 함께 갔던 곳 아직 그때의 추억을 못 잊어서 잊어보려 나 애써봐도 그게 난 잘 안 되는데 먼저 이별을 말했었고 그 후에 연락 한 번 안 했었지 많이 좋아해도 너무 힘들었고 잘할 자신 없었나 봐 너와 걷던 길 함께 갔던 곳 아직 그때의 추억을 못 잊어서 잊어보려 나 애써봐도 그게 난 잘 안 되는데 그때 우리로 돌아간다면 돌아갈 수만 있다면 내 모든 걸 다 주고서라도 그대로 돌아가고 싶지만 자주 갔던 카페 같이 봤던 영화 내 기억에 남아서 네가 뿌리던 야수 네 손목에 있던 후투도 너무나 그리워 차라리 기억을 지워버렸으면 해 너와 걷던 길 함께 갔던 곳 아직 그때의 추억을 못 잊어서 잊어버려 나 애써봐도 그게 넌 잘 안 되는데요 그때 우리로 돌아간다면 돌아갈 수만 있다면 굳이 실패 알아줄 수 있겠노 더 잘해줬을 텐데
감사합니다.
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 In search of timeless and priceless heritage in Korea. Time Priceless. World Heritage in Korea. Gyeongju Historic Areas. Opposite Kwansu on the edge of China is the Shilla Kingdom. Muslims visiting Shilla stay there permanently enchanted by the environment and the bountiful gold. Shilla, the utopia of the East, coveted by the ancient people. What was the secret to the flourishing millennium of the Shilla kingdom? The land of the Buddha, Gyeongju. 57 BC, a small kingdom on the edge of the peninsula. Although it was the last of the three kingdoms to accept Buddhism, Shilla unified its philosophy and ideology and formed the first unified kingdom on the peninsula. Bulguksa Temple, the Buddha's world built on earth. The bridge symbolizes the way to this world, and the temple stands as a witness to the aesthetics and advanced technology of Shilla. The world's only artificial cave temple constructed of hard granite, Seokguran Grotto is the quintessence of the power of science that Shilla possessed. There are as many temples as the stars in the sky, as many pagodas as wild geese. More than a religion, Buddhism was the spirit of the kingdom, the drumbeats from the east that reach the world. A priceless heritage of humanity, Gyeongju.
Guk has very deep roots, but music is quite dynamic and it's always changing. So it fits perfectly into 21st century Korea, which is very dynamic, always changing, always developing, but maintaining the integrity of its cultural roots.
We look into Ina University Hospital, which has led the